morning, cyber traders, and welcome back on the Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good to see you all, everyone. Just seeing everyone here, seeing everything okay. All right, good. All right, everybody can see audio is fine. Yep. All right, good. All right, everyone. So let's get started. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend as usual. It is a brand new week. We're getting a nice little run up in this STI. What a nice little pop around 8 o'clock this morning. $2.30 up $1. It's just running again. Program trading kicked in exactly at those times. We always talk about 8, 8:30, 9. You might get in one that's up about 9:15. We'll get a pop there. Kathleen, good to see you too. Bill Honor, good to see you all, everyone. A couple other stocks that are making big moves. We'll talk about the NVIDIAs as usual. We'll talk about the SMCI as usual. There's a lot of nice little stocks that are moving there. We're going to check them out and we'll see how they work out. But this one's obviously moving pretty well. Before we do that, let's just do a quick little recap of what happened last week. For some of you that are here joining us for the first time, welcome from me and everyone here at Cyber Trade University. Remember, if you're in the trading room, it's not a teaching room, it's a trading room. So just sit back and watch. If you're watching on social media, we're live every morning here at 9 a.m. and also at 2:30. Just like the channel, give us a thumbs up and ring that bell whenever we come on. Now, regarding about what happened last week, we had a couple of good little moving stocks. Obviously, Bitcoin's been doing great as usual, but we're going to check out some of the other ones. Soons is doing fabulous. This stock obviously had a big pop all week from $5 to $10. Huge run up. It's up again this morning, and I'm going to put it back on the watch list. Let me get my little famous legal pad here. Write that down. All right. So Soons is okay. Let me just bring up what happened last week. So you can see it right here. It had some good pops. It's got some nasty shakes here. It's kind of been more of a swing trade, I would say, a little bit more short-term swing trade, but it has been doing pretty well. For a lot of you who know my good friend Adam Mesh, he's actually did a very big options call on this one, and him and Tom Sosnoff are going to be coming on April 10th, I believe. So looking forward to that. I'm going to have fun talking about this Soons trade that he did. It was a great options trade. And we're going to talk about how we do options versus via day trading from what we do. So that's going to be an awesome event. So we'll let you guys know when it gets around to you guys get registered. But a couple other ones, BT, it was a DR. That was also a nice little move on Friday. Nice and expensive stock, went from $6.40 up to about $4.20, up to about $8. That worked out pretty well. And what else have we had? MSOS was one of them. Yeah, that one also. Another little cheap little stock early morning, but it was more of an ETF. And STI, which is what we're finding out this morning. That was good on Friday, and it is moving again this morning. Now let's get back to some of those stocks that are moving this morning and look at that STI. So let me just change the screen layout here to my book viewer. And you can see it right here that STI has got some pretty decent iceberg orders. I mean, they're not huge, but they were there earlier. It looks like they all left. They were there early this morning, and now it looks like is there anybody out there? I don't see anybody out there. Let me show you on level 4. See here on level 4 right here? A lot of big orders right there. They were just there around 8:30, around $3. Now it just broke out. So that one's moving up well. By the way, I'm going to be live today at 1 o'clock at Book Viewer. So we'll give everybody a link for that. But I'm going to talk a lot about the Book Viewer. It is going to be broadcasted live also on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to their channel. We'll also post it. I'm going to do a big event, an hour event, how to trade on Book Viewer. But getting back to what we're seeing here, you can see there's a lot of orders that were there, but they're not there anymore, which is obviously a strong sign. I mean, like anything else, she is getting a little nasty. STI, you could see it's got good price levels, but you could see she's probably in a category 3. All right. Now, a couple other stocks also that I'm looking up that are in the big percentage gainers. Now, remember, it is Monday. Monday is not always the greatest day of trading. People come back from the weekend, but I think it's going to be a pretty busy week because the following week is going to be Easter and Good Friday. The market's closed on Good Friday. So that also might be, I think you're getting a lot of action this week. Historically, usually do. But on a Monday, I'm not seeing as much as I liked, which is perfectly normal. There was this stock GOEV. This one looked pretty good also. Let me bring up the book viewer. GOEV. So that one's got like a nice 23,000 share buyer out here to buck 90, pretty much out of the way. A lot more buyers, 70,000 versus 25,000 sellers on the book on the exchanges, and that's only in pre-market. So this one looks pretty good. It took a very big hit. Look at the long-term chart on this stock. This stock got crushed. I mean, it's like basically it's on its second day up, and if I put the second day, you could see it. It did really well on Friday, but it's also moving again today. That's a very good sign for a really nice little moving stock right there. GOEV. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. That was one on Friday too. But that one, very, very, very nice moving stock. Okay. And listen, this is how you convert day trades into short-term swing trades, into a swing trade, and maybe, just maybe, an option trade, Soon's okay, so soon as we got this really, really, really big iceberg order out there. I want to show you. This is really cool. So let me bring it up here. Is he on here? Yeah. Okay. Awesome trade. Okay. Look right here down at the bottom on the bottom left. Everybody see over here at $7.60. There's a million share buyer out there. And you can see here in big fat red right here on the bottom. Look at this million share order right there. So, I mean, listen, we're talking about a $1.20 out of the way, but that is a pretty, pretty big, 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 big iceberg order. I mean, seeing it right there, that's right around that resistance, right around here, right? 760. Yeah, that big resistance is that big support. So interesting. I don't know why. I rarely ever see a million share buyer, in pre-market like that. And I could tell you this, I'm gonna unaggregate it. And okay, so it's two trades of 500,000. Okay, it's not one. It's two orders. Okay, you can see it right there you can see it right there at 760. Pretty interesting, right? So sometimes I like to aggregate it, and some people like, is that one person? That's a pretty big ass order right there. All right, so we got that one. That's really, really cool. Which, by the way, Rich, take a screenshot of that because I'm going to be on Bookmap today. I want to use that. That's a really good, nice little pre-market resistance levels. A couple other stocks that are moving too. There's not that much going on. Tesla made a nice little bounce yesterday from Friday, and Tesla. I just want to bring it up. We have a new student that joined us, and I don't like to really kind of bring up names really quick because sometimes people get a little shy. But she became a new gold student, and one of the things that she was a little concerned about. She was losing money in Tesla, and a lot of her she was worried about her dogs, and her dogs are, in the way we call dogs is bad trades, but getting in trouble. And I said, listen, you're losing a lot of money. I know that, but there's no reason to take a loss now when you got a huge buyer sitting there at 160. And there was about a 500,000 share buyer out there on Tesla. Well, guess what? She couldn't lose any more than that. She actually was thinking about it was at 162. And I said, listen, you're already at 160. There's no reason to sell it. You already wrote it down. Let's see what happens. Big sell. Then if that sell gets done, then we'll have a big problem. Sure enough, look where it is today, 170. So tell you, it takes a hole off your chest when you see something like that happen, doesn't it? That's why we're all part of Cybertrade University. You got to learn before you can earn. You got to follow the future orders. But there's a couple of stocks that are moving. So anyway, Tesla, a little bit more expensive, but I'm going to put this on our day trading list. Why not? We haven't done that in a while. Tesla did doing pretty well. Losers, will we have anything on the big losers list? Not really, nothing much there. I didn't see that much more out there in pre-market. Okay. So I'm working down the big percentage gainers. Remember, we're looking for things that have volatility, good action. There's not that much. Look, we're already at like 10 at 14 biggest percentage gainers, already 8%. So it's not really that good. New York Stock Exchange, we don't get anything in pre-market. Very rarely we'll find something that has a good move in there. I do want to check out Boeing, though. The Boeing, God, did it ever come back? Well, Boeing is getting really close to big support levels. Now, remember, when it comes to worst of the worst of the worst of the worst news, then that's the time when to look to buy. But looks like it just made another new low. So not ready yet. Not ready yet. Okay. So see what happens. I think there's a lot more it's going to probably come out with that. TLRY is in the news. What's going on that? TLRY. TLRY is a fun stock. We traded that. I always like to work with also the most active list and see if you see anything else moving there. Where's Apple? Apple. Did you guys watch my video on Apple on Instagram, on YouTube? Okay. If you didn't watch it and you watch it on social media, I don't know what you're waiting for. I did two really good short videos on Apple. Huge iceberg orders. We're sitting there and we're not getting off and we're refreshing around 170. Go back, like it, share it. Share it to everybody. Share it helps us. I don't know if you know that. Share it to your friends. Share it to you. That Apple, that was a great, great trade there on a swing trade. If you always wanted, was a fan of trying to get Apple, listen, 170 was, was that really big support level. All right. So what do we got? The market's up about 70 points. I wouldn't get too crazy right now. I know the big news that's going on right now is what's happening with TikTok. You saw what happened with Congress to see if the Senate picks it up. You heard President Biden said he'll sign it. I don't know what the Senate's waiting for. Usually when they got ants in their pants, they say they do it right away. I think someone's playing politics here. A lot of lobbying going on regarding about TikTok. But if that happens, some of the other social media stocks might benefit from it. So that's where it's really going to come into play. Want to see how that goes on. First it was crypto. Now it's, it's always something new, right? It's always something new. What's the big news now? We're going to see what's going to happen with TikTok. Let's get ready for the market. Open up. We got about a little less than 15 minutes. Don't forget today, I will be on Bookmap. We'll post a link up there. It'll be on YouTube. If you're watching on social media, if you want to come join our room, you got your little phone right there. Just scan that little QR code on the top left-hand corner. You could also just click on the link. And, like I said, you could always be here. We're here every day for you. All right. Let's get ready for the market open up, everyone. Okay. Well, 1 second. Canopy stocks are moving, Samuel. Yeah, you got the ACB, CCB, all of them. All Canopy stocks are up a little bit. All right. We'll just keep an eye on all of them. We'll see how they all work out. I'm just curious what the news is. I haven't looked it up, but yeah, if they're all moving, all the Canopy stocks, let's keep an eye on them. They've been fun to trade. They do get volatile at some point. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. So it's kind of key. Let's jump on the bandwagon. Remember, buying rumors, sell on news. Let's get ready for the market open up, everybody. Happy trading. Let's have a good week.